Well, hello everybody. How are you? Great to be here as always. Today is Friday, 26th of September. If you are a worker, I hope you're going to have a fantastic weekend off. And obviously, 24 hours from now, 24 hours, that's all it is, to our next live global update from our CEO, Ash Mufareh. That is going to come in your way. Just as a heads up, in 1 hour's time, there is going to be a test for that webinar on most of the YouTube channels that it is going to be screened on. So if you see it pop up on there, that's all it is the backroom staff and all the tech guys making sure that everything is working correctly for tomorrow. It's going to be a big day, I believe, tomorrow. An awful lot of hard work has gone into putting this webinar together behind the scenes, and a lot of work goes into it, guys. It really does, to make sure everything runs smoothly and that we make sure that we can get our message out to that wider audience. Now, talking to that wider audience, if you remember yesterday, I sent CEO Ash Mufareh a voice message just to clarify on one of the points about who could we invite to the webinar. And because it is public, anybody can view it. But it really is aimed at not only the people who are engaged right now, but also those people who have maybe dropped off the radar, maybe have got a bit of disillusioned with what's been going on and maybe lost interest. This webinar really is for those people. And those are the kinds of people that we need to encourage to come to it. Obviously, everybody is welcome, not a problem at all. But this is going to be really is aiming at those that are engaged right now, letting us know what we have to do for that transition into the next stage, but also for those people that maybe have lost their way, I think is one of the nicest ways of putting it. If we can do our bit with that, then we are certainly helping the business move forward and for what is coming in the future. One of the other things as well that our CEO said to me was, apart from other bits and pieces, but he also said that he is excited beyond words. And that is because he really feels that the incredibly hard work that he has put into it has and is now paying off. All of those things that he's done in the past really is now coming together. And this is something that I wanted to talk to you guys about today, of really when you set your mind out and you work extremely hard for that one goal and focus, then the only outcome is success. So I'll share my screen and we'll go through a little bit about it, and you can make your minds up as always, but this is something I found extremely interesting. So hard work pays off when your efforts are consistently applied towards a clear, valuable goal. Sound familiar? It's not a guarantee of instant results, but a long-term process that leads to growth and achievement. We really know that firsthand, don't we? This is something that we've been doing for an awful long time now. We've been working very hard towards this goal. And this is what leads to that growth and achievement because of our steadfast resolve, our hard work that we've put into it, because we've got that clear and valuable goal. Whether you are pursuing a career, personal development, or creative project, success is often the result of intentional, sustained effort rather than luck. Again, does that sound familiar to you? It really is that intentional success that you put into it rather than just about hoping that it works. So hard work and meaningful direction is most effective when it is combined with a clear and meaningful direction. If your effort is applied to tasks that don't align with your goals, it may feel like a waste of time. The key is to work smart as well as working hard to ensure your actions create genuine value. Oh my word. It's almost like that has been written for our CEO. How many times has he talked about value is more important? How many times has he talked about working smart, not working hard? How many times has he said that you need to align with your goals so that you are making maximum effort towards them? Again, these aren't my words. These are the words of AI when I ask them these questions. This is what they come up with. And it really is uncanny that so many of the reasons behind a lot of the things that I research all come back around in some sort of way to actually what we've already been told from our CEO, what we already know from our business, the ups and downs, what we already know from why we are still here on our journey. It really is amazing that this language is very similar to what we already know. So hard work and self-motivation is key to staying the course during a long process. If you can find a way to enjoy or find satisfaction in the process itself, rather than only focusing on the end result, you will have more focus and energy towards it. The reward becomes the work, which can keep you going when the path is long and difficult. We've got experience of that, haven't we? Don't you all feel that we have done exactly that? We have made the journey. What is it all about? That has been our focus. Obviously, the goal has been our ultimate focus, but our energy has certainly gone into the journey rather than just focusing all the time on that end result. This really is what has kept us going, isn't it? That long process and staying the course. How many times have I told you all about that one? This is why I do what I do here now, is so that as many of you as possible do stay the course to the end result. And that is my satisfaction. That is how I deal with this long process, by trying to bring things to the table that might energize you, that make you think, but certainly help you in your journey and ultimate business that you're going to have. That reward becomes the work of what I'm doing right now. And that's what keeps me going for the journey into the next phase. So examples of hard work paying off: a career progression. You'll work diligently over several years to become highly skilled and valued in your company, leading to a promotion or a leadership role. Building a business. You spend long hours solving customer problems and creating value, which eventually results in your business growing and becoming successful. Learning a new skill. To put in countless hours practicing an instrument or sport and finally achieving a level of mastery that allows you to perform confidently. Little bit like doing lives. That's my new skill that I've learned. That's my new instrument that I've learned, that I feel I've become confident to master it and to obviously deliver it to you guys. Completing a project. To pour your heart and soul into restoring an old item, not necessarily to sell it, but for the personal satisfaction of a job well done. And overcoming a challenge. An athletic team works hard to improve their conditioning and performance. This pays off, obviously, in a challenging game where they can overcome a deficit to actually win. So it's also important to have that perspective of what we are talking about here, which is hard work pays off. Ultimately, how and when that hard work pays off depends on what you consider is a payoff. It could be a tangible reward like money or promotion, but it can also be intrinsic, a reward of self-satisfaction, growth, and personal development Learning to appreciate these forms of success can be a powerful motivator. I've said it, haven't I, on numerous occasions, that setting little goals along your journey as successes that you have achieved are sometimes more important to keep all of those going for the long haul. It's all lessons to be learnt on your journey. I believe that if you can put that hard work in, if you understand the rewards of your hard work that aren't just monetary, but they are betterment of yourself, they are making you a better person, they are giving you new skills, they are helping you learn, teach others as well along the way, then that hard work is going to pay off in one way, shape, or form in the future. As my old man has always said to me, everything in life is not a money-making exercise. There are so many things that give you almost better rewards than money does. And those are the sort of things that we need to focus on, as well as the ultimate goal of time and financial freedom, making sure our family is looked after and all the rest of it. But there is an awful lot to be learned about how hard work can pay off in so many other areas, not just a monetary one. It really is interesting to learn that a lot of people look at the value of their hard work, not in terms of money, but in terms of satisfaction. What has made you satisfied with that hard work? Like the words that I was describing there, it could be restoring a vintage car or a motorbike, for instance. That satisfaction of seeing it in its glory is far more valuable to you than the actual monetary value of the thing that you have done. Very interesting, it really is, to understand what rewards people are looking for, not just in life, but and also their hard work and labours. It's funny as well, isn't it, that in the working environment, people are very different, and some are motivated by the satisfaction that they get out of the work rather than the wage packet at the end of it. And this is why it's really important to understand people and what makes them tick, so that you can adjust and change to get the best out of them with different motivations. But one thing's for sure, hard work always pays off in every field. Doesn't matter which one you are doing it, whether you are doing it for pleasure, doing it for work, doing it for recreation, doing it for sport, anything of the above. That hard work will always pay off in the end. And our CEO really does believe at the moment that what he's going to come to the table and deliver to us tomorrow in less than 24 hours' time really is the culmination of a lot of hard work. We'll get all that information tomorrow. Make sure that you do your very, very best to be on the webinar tomorrow. It starts at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's New York time. And for us here in the UK, that is 6 p.m. Anyway, guys, that's it from me for today. I will do a very quick live tomorrow at 5 p.m. Midday Eastern, which is 5 p.m. here in the UK, just to make sure that you know what you've got to do and all the rest of it. Only 10 minutes or so, and to get us all ready for that webinar tomorrow. Sunday, I will do a recap or review of the webinar if I am allowed to. Obviously, the last couple we haven't been allowed to, but if it is significant and it needs maybe a little bit more in-depth explaining, then I'll do that on Sunday at our normal time. Okay, apart from that, guys, have a great weekend. If not, I'll see you all back around on Monday, but certainly those who can make it, I'll be seeing you all on the webinar tomorrow. That's it from me. Bye for now.